Good evening and welcome to Oriel Park, another big European night here, a ground with tradition in Dundalk, where the local side did so well in European competition through the late 70s and early 80s. 5 seasons they went without losing a big match here against such opposition as Tottenham Hotspur and Glasgow Celtic and PSV Eindhoven. Yes, it was quite a time for Dundalk then, and they're perhaps on the threshold of quite an era now, because they've come back from a match a fortnight ago in Budapest with a 1-1 draw against the mighty Honved, now known as Kispest Honved. And if they should draw 0-0 here tonight, or better still, beat Honved, well then they're through to the second round of the European Cup and will become the most qualified side in that respect from the League of Ireland. Yes, a big night for Dundalk, and it's been a big week for domestic soccer in Europe, with another League of Ireland side playing last night in Munich. You'll recall that Cork City held the mighty Bayern Munich 1-1 at Musgrave Park a fortnight ago. Well, last night they were in action in the Olympic Stadium in Munich against the mighty Bayern. An away goal already in Bayern's bag for this match. Only 13,500 turned up, and they really showed what they were made of with early attacks such as this one. The Cork City defence troubled, and Christian Ziege eventually with the shot that went wide of Harrington's post. This was in the first half of the match, and that's how it was at half-time. But into the second, Cork's best chance arrived like this. Indecision of the Bayern defence, and there was Dave Barry really testing Hilringhouse. It just wouldn't fall for Paul Bannon, and eventually the Bavarians were able to clear. It wasn't until a quarter of an hour from the finish that Bayern eventually played like a team from the upper echelons of the Bundesliga. An incisive attack, and the substitute Wohlfahrt laying on the pass for Labadia to make it 1-0, and the part-timers' pace had finally run out. A cruel sort of goal to concede this late in the game. It would have been a mighty performance to hold Bayern 0-0, but that was 1-0, and the Germans were certainly through. And they iced their cake here. Penalty kick awarded by the Greek referee. Seemed innocuous enough, but you'll see he was absolutely right. From the corner, Liam Murphy's hand goes high. That's a penalty. And from the spot, well, Phil Harrington did very well, but couldn't quite keep it out. Ziege, again it was, involved in the attack. And this was 2-0 on the night, a rather lethargic-looking penalty, but final score 2-0, aggregate 3-1 to Bayern Munich. So the end for Cork City, but for Dundalk, the dream very much alive. Well, the man who brought a great deal of glory to Oriel Park, formerly their manager, Jim McLaughlin, is here this night to enjoy it all again.
This is the most important night of the year at the start of a season. European involvement. The memories just flood back, you know, your Celtics, Spurs, Liverpools, you know, plus all the others. Our first one, PSV Eindhoven in '76 against the great Dutch team, Van de Kerkhoffs. I can still see them flying up the wing, but marvellous memories, and it's great to be here tonight.
You went through with your team, a number of seasons, the late 70s, early 80s, without actually losing a European game here.
We played the first 7 years in Europe without losing a home tie. And that was some record. Then we got a wee bit big-headed and we thought we could beat Liverpool here. Unfortunately, that was the first, well, unfortunately, it was the first team that beat us here. But it was a great record, and one that I think will stand well, because tradition's a great thing in sport. And I think tonight we hope and pray that the gods are on our side.
Well, if you were still the boss, and I know you won't be trying to take Turtle Hunter's thunder, but if you were, what would you be saying to them tonight?
Do what you did against Glasgow Celtic and Liverpool and give nothing away, and you're through to the next round of the European Cup.
And this is the 11 who'll go into battle for Dundalk on what's sure to be a memorable night here at Oriel Park. The bad news, Tom McNulty, their influential Scottish midfielder, who scored the goal that won them the league that put them into this tie, is missing. An ankle injury picked up at Athlone on Sunday means his place goes to Paul Brady. And still missing is Mick Kavanagh, though the good news is he is fit enough to take one of the substitute shirts, continuing in his stead Brian Irwin, the 2-goal hero at Athlone on Sunday. Kispest Honved, one of the greatest teams in Hungarian history as far as European competition is concerned, they put out the same 11 that was held to a 1-1 draw a fortnight ago. 4 of those are internationals who played against Ireland in Győr 3 weeks ago. Beartzi, Kovac, Chehi, and the little striker Vince. Honved in the red shirts, kick-off playing from left to right and knowing that they must score here to have any chance of staying alive in this tie. And they're setting about their business in meaningful fashion and have won an early free kick from the Luxembourg referee. Sheehy, a miscue by Clocaí, and Dundalk trying to move swiftly from defence into attack. And that's out of Morrison for a throw. Shelley, Lawless. Now Ronnie Murphy. It's all rather tight and intricate for Kispest Honved. A mistake by Lawless. Now Negre with a shot that's gone way, way past the keeper and captain's goalposts. Everston climbing highest. Now Vince. One of the Hungarian internationals in the team, decisively beaten, and Dundalk's Hanrahan has won the free kick. Dave Mackey with the free kick, hung in the breeze for Everston. It's taken off the toe there of Brady. Negro. And that's out of James Call. For a throw to Honved. Kovac. Everston just losing out to Shabi. Orojan. And that should be safe with O'Neill. Brady, well played. Mackey offering support. It's for Hanrahan. Two in the middle for him if he can find them. Still it's Hanrahan. Headed out by Bershi. And Honved with the potential to break. Good tackle by Shelley, and it had to be, and well tidied up. That was a good break by Honved, and it had to be an incisive tackle by Mick Shelley inside the opposition half, mark you, but he made sure of it, made it count, and the danger of a quick counter-attack was averted. That was Gino Lawless releasing Terry Everston. And Everston's found some room, some lovely play. Everston's cross, and they've won a corner of it. Some tantalising stuff from the veteran Terry Everston up the left. He rode two challenges and then whipped in the cross that Clocaí was happy to dispatch. And it's a corner to Dundalk. Ricky McAvoy, the goal scorer in Budapest a fortnight ago. Now Shelley made it difficult for McAvoy. And a quick break on here, but he's the only man up. Vince. Dave Mackey across and covering. Vince there. Mackey seeing him all the way, and that's a goal kick. Now, just as his teammate and fellow full-back Mick Shelley did moments ago, so Dave Mackey played the defender's part to perfection. The international Istvan Vince bursting through. Mackey took the responsibility and shepherded him away from the danger zone. That's classic full-back play. Hanrahan trying to return the compliment to McAvoy. All he found was Chip Craigie. The breeze making it difficult for both teams here, that must be said. Free kick against Chehi. Pichont. Marojan. A good run here by Vincent. Marojan. They wish they'd done better with that. Dundalk for once making life difficult for themselves. Kovac. Pichont. Firm challenge by Gino Lawless. Throw from Shabby. Pichont. The dog of the chance of a break on here. Hanrahan, way to the right goes Brady. And that's for him. He's pulled his marker. Bershi out of the middle. But now the Hungarians have regrouped. And the danger snuffed out. Vince. Pichont. They've won it back. Gino Lawless it was. Hanrahan. Now Everston, who's having a great game for Dundalk. Rolled for Lawless. This thing just taken out of it. Lawless won it back again. Certainly Kispest Honved showing signs of a team living on the edge of its nerves. Pichont opening for the shots. O'Neill happy to see it rattle wide. Counter-attack. He shaped himself up for the shot, Pichont, but he never got hold of it correctly. And finally, the free kick is won by Brian Irwin. They've obviously heard about him. 2 goals against Athlone to win the match on Sunday. And now we have a free kick that's been won by the young lad. Pressed into service in the Dundalk attack in the absence of Michael Kavanagh. McAvoy and Lawless together. Out of picture, Mackey and Everston. Shelley. Everston in the wall. Slowed for Shelley. Deflection taking the sting out of it. That found Bertzi very well. Challenge, Peter Hanrahan. And intelligent use of the ball. Marvellous piece of play by him. There's that outstanding piece of play by Hanrahan, winning the ball back, and then he moved on to distribute it most intelligently as well. Fine stuff. Sizable crowd as you'd expect on a European occasion in Oriel Park. Meanwhile, Kispest Honved have won a free kick, and Dundalk have a man injured. There's the free kick.